Landlord knew what items I had in my bedroom. I never met my landlord in person. Oh, that's messed up. Uh, so this is from Let's Not Meet Reddit, and I think it's very interesting the title and weird. Let's see. When I was 18, I was desperate to find a place to stay for university. There is a massive housing shortage where I live, so I went on Facebook to find a room. Oh my god. Eventually, a man from Egypt DM'd me saying that he has a private room available. He told me that he moved back to Egypt due to being ill and decided to rent out his 3-bedroom house. He had no profile picture, that's a red flag, or any info on his profile other than his name. Okay, I get you, you were desperate. He gave me the address to get a house tour with the current tenants that are moving out. His son was one that let me have a house tour and that gave me the keys later via mail. This is a shared house with 3 students with a kitchen and bathroom being shared. I tour around, everything seems to be normal and clean in this house. So I asked the former tenants why they're leaving. They told me that the landlord is a weird guy. But I think nothing of it and decided to sign the contract via email. Wow, I did not see his son after that house tour. And you didn't even ask weird how? I get you, you are desperate, I understand that. After signing the contract, the landlord got my phone number on WhatsApp and messaged me saying that he wants to build a That's the last thing you want to hear from your landlord. I say that I'm too busy right now with school. He will call me sometimes 10 times a day. Dude. And ask why I'm not picking up. Damn. He called me because he said he was lonely and needed company. This is so concerning. It's like the start of a horror movie. Make this a movie. Most of the time, I will then respond and move past it and pay the rent. Girl, no, just move. About a month after I moved into the house, his message became stranger. I notice you have a heater and an air fryer on your table. Could you please not use those? How the fuck do you know that? Why do you own 2 laptops? That's kind of strange. You're kind of strange. Dude, if this man claimed he is living in Egypt and I never seen him in person, and my windows and my doors are fully shut and locked, how did he knew that those items were sitting on my table? How? There were multiple messages like this, commenting on the kind of objects in my room or how I organized my room. I think he wanted to be acknowledged so bad. And he was a creep. More importantly, he would attempt to charge 150 euros more on the rent for using my air fryer too much in my room. Again, how could he tell that I was using my air fryer and not my roommate's, since I never bought my air fryer outside of my private room? Yeah, how? 1 second. That's weird. As for the roommates, they were pretty chill and also students. Not from Egypt, however. When I told them about the messages I received, they said they hadn't gotten anything like that and heard nothing from the landlord. Oh my god. The roommates claimed that they've never been in my room or contacted the landlord. I don't believe them. So I asked to see their WhatsApp, and there have been no message other than rent has been paid. I tested if the roommate's key could open my door, and it couldn't. They were also gone for the majority of the day. Oh, so I started to test him. I will put specific objects onto my table in my private room and see if he says anything about it. Well, he noticed, and that's when I freaked the hell out in the middle of a class lecture. Ugh. Then 2 days later, after ignoring all the comments about the objects I placed, I get several calls from unknown phone numbers. I answered only twice. The voice vaguely sounded like the landlord and says to come home. What? Come home. What the hell? This is a horror movie. Damn, we really lived a real life horror movie. I came home and the trash that I threw out that day was all over the front door to my private room. What the hell? Finally, after nearly a year of dealing, oh my god, you resisted a year with this, I finally found a safer place to stay and filed a restriction order against this Egyptian landlord. Ugh. I still have absolutely no idea how he knew what objects I had in my private room. I think he had cameras and he was like, "Oh, you don't want to be my friend? Oh, then I will annoy you until in his logic you will want to be my friend." Like, this sounds like insult behavior, more than insult behavior, like psycho behavior. I still have absolutely no idea how he knew what objects I had in my private room or how the trash that ended up in front of my door. One friend of mine believes there were hidden cameras, while another believes a roommate was spying on me. But again, I don't really know. I don't think this with spying. No, I think he had secretly put cameras because I think he knew how you looked. That's why he wanted to be your friend. Um, and he was like, "Oh, she's cute. I'm gonna stalk the shit out of her." Ah, that's fucked up. Definitely cameras. Yeah. I remember when I finally emptied all of the things and cleaned the whole room. I looked in every corner and my closet and it was absolutely empty. He still made comments about he didn't like how dirty the floor looked. Go fuck yourself, landlord. I'll have called the police, then sue him for harassment. Yeah, you had proofs on Judge Judy. She wouldn't give you 5K in a heartbeat. But since you're not in US, sweet in small claims court, that is terrifying and not safe. I agree. Probably a smoke detector camera. It's a smoke detector with hidden camera in it. Creepy as hell, but I've never seen one before. And also, you stayed 1 year there. Who knows what he had seen? Like, I'm sure he watched you change your clothes and all that personal stuff a human being does when it's alone. That creeps me out. Honestly, you could have bought something online which you used to trace hidden cameras. Yeah, maybe she was broke. You don't know that. And find them in your room. I don't get how you ever felt safe in that place after realized this creepy. Yeah, some people don't have a choice. Whoever the hell he was spying on you. The cameras didn't spread the trash around. True. Yeah, maybe like a creep he is. Maybe he came into her room. Could have been the son. I don't think that. Plot twist, the son is the landlord. Mm. That's a movie. I was thinking he was sneaking in his own copies of the keys, but that makes more sense. True. How the hell did you stay there a year? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. I couldn't find any other place to live at the time. Yeah, I was sure of it. Like, I wanted this degree more than anything. Girl, you wanted that degree. Good news though, I got a diploma. Good news. I'm liking that comment. Well, that is good news. God for you, but damn. Girl, you could have been, I don't know, not getting out of that house. But I guess you really wanted that diploma. And you could have gotten yourself with a stalker for life. But I bet she lives in Dublin. What's with Dublin? He definitely has cameras and he probably wasn't Egypt, true, but living nearby, true. Maybe, plot twist, he was even one of the students that stayed there. And yeah, but you check their phone, so. Exactly, how the hell else would he have known what was in the OP's room? And else could have spread that trash near her room. That is real some sneaky creepy shit on his part. I don't get how anyone could have stayed in a place where it became apparent that they've been watched by a complete stranger. Yeah. Psychologically it will have been give me panic attacks and shit like that. And then he was calling her at the damn time. It's like he was low key stalking her. He was high key stalking her with these cameras, which is really disturbing as hell. I didn't feel safe at all at the time. I was rejected from several housing applications. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough with the money and being a student. So I had no choice for months but to stay. Yeah, it's really so in Belgium it's really hard to find a place because they check your income and if your income is not okay, they do not receive you. I since bought a camera detector and use it every single house viewing. Good for you, bravo. Oh, okay, that's totally messed up. You were forced to stay there, never knowing where the hell this creep was or when he was gonna pop out. Yeah. Was he really in Egypt? Could he have been living in an attic? Oh my god, that's creepy. If there was one. Or someone else inside the house. Oh my god, I have no idea, but this theory makes it more creepy. Yeah. This is extremely disturbing. I'm betting the son was actually the landlord and he was going into your room. I'm sorry you had to put up with this for a year. Definitely a scam. You don't say. I guess I will get banned, but that's the reason why women I know avoid renting from Muslim men. Yeah, I don't like this generalization. And I think every man can be a creep, not just Muslim men. So yeah. So that's it, guys. Hope you liked my creepy Let's Not Meet story. See you next time. Bye.